Good morning, everybody. It's a good day for a good day, huh? Morning and welcome to the morning routine. Morning routine where we get to share some stories every morning and cover some news and get a passage of wisdom and a prayer to start our day every weekday morning together. Thanks for being here once again this morning. I'm trying out a new arm, so I'm like 2 minutes late from starting because I have this new arm that my camera here mounts to, so it's flexible, but it like going all over the place. I don't know. Isn't it true sometimes when simple things you're like, oh, I can make it better, and you're trying to make it better and it actually makes it worse, right? Well, I'm like arm wrestling with this arm thing this morning, so I apologize for being 2 minutes late. But anyways, I hope everybody's doing well, and it is Thursday, March 30th. And March is almost gone, man. This month came in and woo, it's like flying by already. It's amazing. So last night, guys, I had to go and get something to eat. It was about 8:45. So I was like, I'll stop at Five Guys. So I go on Five Guys. There's nobody there at 8:45 on a Wednesday night. And I walk in and there's two guys working, one lady sweeping the floor, nobody else around. So I go in and I order, a burger and some fries, whatever. So he's like, okay, very good. He gives me my receipt. He says, your order number 98. And I'm like, okay, great. I don't really think I'm going to need to know that number since I'm the only one here. But hey, thanks for telling me, So I go and I sit by the table, and I'm sitting at the table right where they give the food to you, like right in front of it, right? And I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm thinking about something else, and they're cooking. And all of a sudden, I hear this guy yells at the top of his voice right next to me, order number 98. And I'm like, I'm the only one here. You could whisper. I know it was my food. What's going on? But the guy's like, he almost startled himself. I think he realized that he's so used to doing it that he didn't really look at the context that I'm the only guy there. It reminded me of the movie, I think it was Meet the Parents maybe, when Ben Stiller's in the airport and he's the only one there. And he's trying to get on the plane and the lady's like, now boarding rows 25 to 35. And he's like, row 8. And he goes to get on and she's like, I'm sorry, you can't get on. And he's like, I'm the only one here. What's the big deal? But anyways, that was my Five Guys experience last night. But man, there was a lot of stuff going on yesterday. I tell you what. So I have to go back to something that happened yesterday. At the end of the episode yesterday, a good friend, Mr. Danny, who doesn't even know this happened. That's the funny thing about it, man, because he logged on to Facebook Live like right at the end, like right before the prayer. So I started busting his chops, which, I mean, we have that kind of relationship. He's a great guy, and he's a buster as much as I am, so we match well. But anyways, so I started busting his chops. Hey, thanks for jumping in. You're late, so we should make you pray. It got me thinking. Right after that episode, I was thinking about this all day yesterday, and I was even talking about it last night with Danny. I saw Danny, and I was apologizing to him. And I was like, how many things do we say to our kids that could possibly set them up for misconception? Let's use that word. For instance, I said there, you're late, so we should make you pray. As in praying is a penalty. I mean, what? It's not a penalty. But how many other people say that? And we were talking about it, and there's other people like, oh, you're at the dinner table, and one of the kids misbehaving. All right, that's it. You have to pray for dinner. We're teaching them that prayer is the penalty? What? That doesn't even make sense, right? Or how about this one? We teach our kids, don't talk to strangers. You don't know them. Don't talk to them. And then by the time they're teens and they don't talk to strangers, we tell, oh, don't worry. He's shy. Yeah. We taught him that. What are you talking about? He's not shy. We taught him not to talk to people, Or I don't know. It's crazy. Or how about this one? This one's a little deeper. Our kids are coming out and they're going to graduate high school. And the pressure is on us parents to teach them responsibility and that they need to get a job and save money and life pressure is coming and get ready. And somehow we forget about encouraging them to chase their passion and what it was that they were meant to be, right? And years later, they sit at 40 or 35 years old and they're working a job and they're paying their bills and they got a new car in the driveway. And as far as us parents would look at them, we'd say, wow, they're successful. Meanwhile, every day they wonder, there's got to be something more, right? It's very interesting. We won't get too deep into that one because that one could last forever. I mean, all day long. You know what I mean? So we're going to skip that one. But anyways, it was just something I was thinking about. So one more thing I want to share. It's 6:55 a.m. Actually, two things, all right, if I may. One, Tesla is coming out with a new Model 3. Car's only going to cost $35,000 after a tax if you get the tax break. I say only 35. That's a lot of money, but only because it's the cheapest one of all the Teslas that they've ever made. You know what I mean? So there you go. Kevin, I love it. So for everybody who doesn't know, who's watching this live, Kevin has started a drinking game because there's a couple things that I say on a regular basis. And so he has now started a coffee drinking game that every time I say keywords, certain keywords, everybody must drink our coffee. I'll have to look back at yesterday's episode because I don't remember what those 4 keywords were. But anyways, he started the whole thing. Here we go. Well, I might as well. So anyways, so years ago, about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I'm going to post, actually the video's on Facebook. I'll put a link to the video. My son and I, Bryce, we went down to the Carolinas because he was looking at a career in production. So we had an opportunity to go down and spend the day with a concert that was down there. So it was Francesca Battistelli, Building 429, and another guy, I can't remember his name, he was a soloist. But anyways, doesn't matter. We had a chance to go down there, and Bryce had the opportunity to spend the day with the production team to see what they do, to pick their brains, what should I do after high school, all that stuff. So while he was doing that, I got to go on a bird shoot with the guys from the bands, which was really cool. I'd never been on this before. So they have this giant fire tower down the south is very flat and very far, so they build these giant towers where you can go up and see if there's a forest fire anywhere, right? So they take this giant fire tower and they have a hoist, and it brings a whole cage of these giant birds. They're pheasants, and they're massive, and they bring them up there, and then in a circle formation around it, way out. I don't know the distance. It's pretty far. There's 12 stations like a clock, and 4 guys go at a station. Well, I think at each they take a bird and they throw it at the tower and they yell, "Whoa!" and the bird flies somewhere. And if it flies towards you, you get to shoot at it, right? And you kill the birds, or they get away, right? And then they blow a whistle and you move to the next station, so you do all the different stations. Anyways, I thought I would take a video of it because I wanted to show my family what the heck this thing looks like. I mean, it was pretty cool. So I grab my phone, I point it up, they throw a bird up. The bird comes flying right at me. I'm like, what the heck? I'm standing there. I drop my phone. My phone lands on the ground, camera pointing up, the most amazing shot ever. And I'm there with my shotgun, and it catches me shooting at the bird with the shotgun. It's the coolest thing. I'm going to put a link at the end of the show to the YouTube. I loaded it up on YouTube yesterday so I could show everybody, because it's hard to load it into Facebook and show it the right way. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys that. It was pretty awesome, but anyways. So, I think anyways might have been one of those key words, Kevin, was it? Because I sure say anyways a lot. I'll drink, don't worry. All right, guys, let's get to our trending news. I'm getting way behind. 6:58 a.m. Here we go. The top 10 most searched words on Google yesterday, to know what everybody's thinking yesterday. Number 1, Samsung Galaxy S8, the brand new phone that came out. I watched a review on it yesterday. Pretty cool looking phone. Number 2, IT. IT's first trailer introduces terrifying new version of Stephen King's Clown. Oh, maybe it's just It. Oh, okay, It. Number 3, April Ryan. Correspondent April. I think April Ryan was a lady who got in the argument with Spicer. I think. I don't know. Number 4, Jenna Elfman. I remember her. She used to be in that. What was that show? Where she was like a hippie lady. I don't know. Number 5, Valerian. Space Epic Valerian. So that's a movie coming out. Number 6 is Spurs, the basketball team. Number 7 is Houston weather. There's major storms coming through there, so I'm sure there's a lot of people searching that. Number 8, Black China. Black China's at war with Tyga and Rob over... What is going on? I have no idea what that is. Number 9, Sarah Hyland. Sarah Hyland responds to Haley's Modern Family shocker. And number 10, Vanna White. Vanna White's still around? Man, I didn't even know she was still around. Wait, is she still on that, what's that game when they turn the letters? I don't remember what it is. But anyways, is she still on TV? I don't even know. But anyways, that is the top 10 most searched terms yesterday as far as Google Trends are concerned. Let's go check and see our trending news. It is 6:59 a.m. And let's see, trending news, most popular news that people are interested today. Number 1, Sulawesi, Indonesia. Indonesian man found dead inside giant python. That is spooky. Wow, that's the number 1 trending news story on MSN.com. Number 2, Samsung Galaxy S8. That's popular. Number 3 is Stephen King's It, which we already covered. Ivanka Trump. Ivanka Trump takes official job in the White House. United States Capitol. Driver nearly runs over cops near Capitol. Shots have been fired. That was yesterday. CNN.com. Derek Watson. Hawaii judge extends order blocking Trump's travel ban. Okay. Next is Bill Baroni. Bridgegate scandal lands Christie allies in prison. Next is United States Department of State. State Department employee charged with lying to feds about gifts from Chinese agents. Wow, okay. And then Chris Christie, Trump vows efforts to fight nation's opioid addiction crisis. And that is the top trending news for today, guys. So there you go. Wheel of Fortune, that's right, Michael. Boom. Is she still on that? I don't even know. Or if the show is still on. I have no idea either. But anyway, so that's our trending news for today in like 30 seconds. Boom. There we go. Done. All right, now, let's move over to something a little bit more important. Let's go and check our passage of wisdom. Yes. All right, here we go. Ooh. This is a long one, guys, so fasten your seatbelts. This is 8 verses long. It looks like a story, all right? So here we go. I'm going to read a story, guys. So stay with me, and pardon me for all my mixed up words, because I do that quite often. Here we go. This is Luke chapter 12, 13 to 21, okay? Here's the story. Someone in the crowd said to him, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me." Jesus replied, "Man, who anointed me a judge or an arbiter between you?" Then he said to them, "Watch out. Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions." And he told them this parable. The ground of a certain rich man yielded an abundant harvest. He thought to himself, "What should I do? I have no place to store my crops." Then he said, "This is what I'll do. I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones, and there I will store my surplus grain. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of grain laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry." But God said to him, "You fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself? This is how it will be with whoever stores up things for themselves, but is not rich towards God." Wow. Wow. Man, this whole week, man, the passages have been like, boom, hammer time, man, right? I'm thinking of a couple people with conversations that I've had recently, and this is so our conversation right here, you know? This is how it will be with whoever stores up things for themselves, but is not rich towards God. Storing up for yourself, keeping everything for yourself, right? And thinking of a time where you could sit back and do nothing, you know, which is, I mean, actually kind of sounds good, right? Retirement, isn't that what we think of retirement? But this is crazy, man, right? But this says, "Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions." What can you do for other people? What can you do for the world around us, the people that are suffering, right? The people that are in need? How can you live beyond yourself? I have so many stories to tell you in regards to that. I just don't have time because it's 7:03 a.m. But I mean, guys, this is another encouragement, okay? That don't store everything up and be selfish because you are not guaranteed tomorrow. Would you rather have your hard work just mean dollar signs in a bank account that mean nothing? Or would you rather your hard work be memories and life-changing things that have happened with people around you? How do you want your hard work to be remembered and used? That's the key question. It really is, man, you know? And God instructs us on how to do that. So, and helping other people in life change and being part of that is more rewarding than anything that you could ever do, you know? So it goes back to that whole thing that when you're in a troubled time, sitting in a corner by yourself and just being, you know, boom, does not heal you. But going out and helping somebody else actually heals you in the moment of trouble that you're in right then. It's just a fact. It's just how it happens. So, but that's an awesome verse. Great reminder, guys, again. And I would expect that tomorrow, Friday, is probably going to be another passage that has to do with money, since that was kind of the theme this week, which is always a great one to cover. And I always love it. I find it very encouraging, but yet also convicting. That's the word that I'm looking for. So, but awesome. Guys, it is 7:05 a.m. Let's pray and let's get this day started, all right? Father, we thank you. We thank you for Thursday, March 30th, 2017, a day that you have decided to give us that weren't guaranteed, but you gave it to us because you know there was things that we were meant to do, and that today is the day that we get to do some of them. Be with us today. Give us courage. Give us health. Father, be with the people out there who are struggling right now, okay, with selfishness in whatever way it is. And you know, Father, when I've been in selfish moments, I never saw myself as selfish. So actually today, Father, I want to ask you to open up the eyes of people who are struggling with that, because maybe they just don't know. And I know how much my life changed when I started to become aware of my selfishness and started focusing my eyes on facilitating other life change and things like that. So, Father, help people work through that process today, and also guide me in what my next steps are, as I don't know what they are either. So we love you so much and we thank you. Amen. All right, guys. Fantastic. This is awesome. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I can't wait to see you here tomorrow morning, okay? And remember, today when you go out there, be who you were meant to be. All right? See you later, guys.